we're going to do this blocking across exercise again with a particular look at one feature. So legs could be wider than your hips, it's fine. You know, it doesn't really matter too much for this. Okay, so you make a fist, very loose, doesn't have to be no white knuckle stuff, and the other one's down here. Shift the weight onto your right leg. I'm in mirror. And then as that one drops, the other one's lifting. The two have to work together. Shift across and one up, one down. Okay, we're looking at one particular thing which is to do with the legs here actually, but haven't quite got there yet. Let's get the mechanics of this in process. So across. So the important thing is the coordination is that the weight is now onto your left leg. This is now in the middle, and then you settle into your left leg. Okay, so as the weight comes across, the hand is now in the middle, the weight's on the right leg, and then you settle into the right leg. You don't actually have to move any further across the left or right at this stage. You're in the middle, settle. So this hip here is going to relax, this one isn't going to lift, and across and settle. And during that settling moment of the hip, that's when one goes up, one goes down. Across the front, across, settle into that right leg, and then across and settle. Now then, the important thing here we're going to get to is this leg at the back. So we've turned this way, which I haven't really looked at, I know, but your shoulders turn this way as you do this movement. But this leg is very tempting to do this. Watch me come across. So here, and I settle. And this leg kind of collapses in. I mean, I've overdone it by miles, but this is really collapses. This is absolutely terrible on your knees. You can see the knee is nothing under it. Gravity is pushing down on the knee. There's nothing here. So what I do is, as I go across here and I settle, I feel like this knee opens outwards. Now, you're not going to see much. You're not going to see it actually go that way, but basically it won't collapse inwards. So you feel it coming across. So let's go across. This is your right hand. Okay, you're going to shift your weight across. You're in the middle. And then as you settle, let this knee here feel like it's expanding out to the side. So if you imagine someone is standing beside you and actually pushing against your knee to make that happen, you don't let them. Across and expands. If we're assuming that you've now just gone to your left and now you're heading to your right, okay, so that would be your left knee expanding or opening. Yeah. Now, where we open from is obviously here, the quad, the inguinal groove that open the inguinal groove. So the joint at the pelvis where the leg joins the pelvis is widening. So we get this in Tai Chi, Qigong all the time. When you turn one way and head one direction, something needs to sort of counterbalance, as it were, going the opposite direction. Very loose fists, perfect coordination on the lifting and the sinking, and the leg going out as you arrive at one side.